something just hit my spirit about this Kevin Samuel shit. Let me break this shit down to y'all. Normally when I talk, I don't just talk to a black audience because it applies to everybody, right? But this video right here, I have to talk directly to black audience because it's directly aimed at you and you don't even see it. You don't even notice it. You're drinking the Kool-Aid and you don't even know that there's poison in this Kool-Aid. This Kool-Aid ain't that good, sweet Kool-Aid. Nah, this that other shit. Alright. See, the problem is there's an agenda of everything, especially set towards a certain group of people, and it's always been that way. And until these people wake up and realize that there's an agenda against them, they will never be able to overcome. There's an agenda set against these people because these people used to rule the world before, and now the people who rule the world now know that. They stole that knowledge because they conquered the world, right? And once you conquer the world, you can hide secrets. You can hide who used to rule the world and how they failed and everything else. And that's exactly what happened, right? So they got to keep these people down because they're terrified that these people will rule the world again. There's many ways that they keep these people down. It's not just one way. It's not just rap music. It's not just, poverty and all that. It's more than that. It could be simple as Kevin Samuels and Vivica A. Fox or whoever else laughing at Kevin Samuels, right? Or vice versa, if Cynthia G died and black men made videos laughing about it. Same thing, no difference. God forbid that happens to her, you know what I mean? Even though she plots on men and don't care about men and all that. It is what it is, man. Division's already a problem, so there's no need to be a part of the division. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand the big picture, man. All this does is make, I have to say this, this has to be put on black people at this point, right? I gotta talk to you because it's affecting you more than anybody. It's causing you, women and men, black women and men, to argue with each other. That's all it's doing. So one side's gonna take Vivica A. Fox side, right? And then you're going to have other people taking the other side. Y'all going to argue to death. Don't y'all see the agenda? The agenda been against y'all to set y'all apart from each other, man. And it's working beautifully because you're still falling for it. You're still falling for it. There's no excuse for women to be happy that Kevin Samuels died. You say you love black men, right? You can't get, just because Kevin Samuels has an opinion don't mean you should celebrate his death. You don't got to like the guy. But to celebrate his death, it's sad because not only does it show who you are morally, you're also going to be bumping heads with a lot of black men over that. Because a lot of black men don't find that cool that you think it's cool that a black dude died. Just because he spoke the truth on a lot of shit. He might not, some of the shit might have been outrageous, if you want to call it that word. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, or reaching to a certain extent. But a lot of that shit was truth, and truth hurts. And that's why you're mad. And to say, when I say the truth, it don't just apply to, in that particular topic, any topic that he's talking about, that don't just apply to black women, right? It applies to all women, right? But on the scale of who it's affecting black women and men. You're arguing. You're bumping heads. You're going to keep arguing over something. Nah, the woman's right. The man's right. Right? Because black women feel like Kevin Samuels is only talking to them when really it could apply to any woman. Honestly, he might say the word black woman because maybe he likes black women. But that shit applies to all women. And what he's saying is a lot of truth to it. If you don't like what he's saying, change it. If women get on, if when Cynthia G or anybody get on these things and say black men are broke and they this and that, you think I'm gonna get in my feelings or be happy if she dies? Nah, I'm gonna get on my shit. Oh, women don't like black, or women don't like broke men? All right, let me fix this. Oh, women don't like deadbeat dads? All right, I'm gonna make sure I'm not a deadbeat dad. All these things, I'm gonna fix things because honestly, if something hurts me that somebody says, then I should fix that. But if you already fixed it, it can't hurt you. If a woman says men are broke, that don't hurt me. Women says men got a little dick, that don't hurt me. Women say men come in 5 minutes, that don't hurt me. None of the shit that they say hurt me because I make sure that I look at myself and find flaws in myself to make myself better. Right? But at the end of the day, all this doing, this is what I think. If y'all really want to know, this is what I think. For one, I don't think Kevin Samuels is a real person. Like, he's a real person, but he's not who you think he is. I think he's just like a, what do you call it? Like an agent put there to divide the people. And guess what it's doing? Guess what his death is doing? Dividing y'all. Tell me, stop me when I'm lying. They could have put him there. All right, we're going to put you here. We're going to give you this big ass platform. I already told you, ain't nobody doing them type of numbers unless they dealing with the elite. Right? We're going to put you here and you're going to talk about the black women. Then we're going to kill your character off. And then the black women going to be celebrating, and which is going to piss black men off because you're celebrating the death of a black man. Let black men celebrate the death of a black woman. We be crucified. We will be crucified. I don't care how bad black women might be to black men or whatever. I would never be celebrating their death. That shit's crazy, man. I don't even wish bad on them. Even the women that plot on men and don't give a fuck about us and they'll be plotting on using us for dates and using us for money and all those things that they do. I still don't wish bad on them women. I just wish that they get their soul right so that the devil in them come out of them. I don't wish bad on them. I actually pray for them. So I'm like, ha, you got 3 baby daddies. Ha, that's what you get in your demise. You didn't pick a good guy like me. I don't do that, man. That shit ain't cool, man. It's dividing us, dog. And I know I sound like the same broken record over and over, but that's exactly what it's doing. Because black men are not having that shit, man. We're not about to sit back and watch you laugh at another black man's death. But you love black men, though, so much. That don't make no fucking sense, man. When you laugh at Kevin Samuels, we feel offended. It don't matter what he said. Cynthia G says the same shit. Plot on these men. Use these men for these money, girl. And y'all all on it. Y'all eat her shit all up. And don't say a word. Matter of fact, Kevin Samuels ain't never said plot on no woman. All he did was tell the truth about women, how they need to step their shit up. He never said plot on these women or use these women. Cynthia G does that shit religiously. And y'all praise her. This shit is sickening, man. It's dividing people, man. That's exactly what it's doing. So I'm starting to think that he was an agent. I don't know if you want to call him an agent, but a plant. Kill off the character of Kevin Samuels, and now black women and men are fighting each other. Every day you look on Facebook, that's exactly what they doing, arguing over the shit because they feel some type of way because he was talking about black women, and now black men feel some type of way because you're laughing at the death of a black man that they feel was speaking the truth on y'all. Not all y'all, but most of y'all, right? You can't say you love black people and you laughing at a man's death because he said something you didn't like. You know what I mean? Women say shit I don't like, still wouldn't be laughing at their fucking demise. Shit make no sense, man. And it makes us look stupid as people all over, everybody else watching. Gotta stop, man. You gotta realize that it's making you against each other. That's what it's doing. That's all it's going to do. Ain't nothing coming out of this shit arguing about Vivica A. Fox saying that Kevin Samuels karma and all that. Be careful what you say, Vivica Fox. Because now you saying God did this because Kevin Samuels said black women need to step up. So you might be lying on God. You don't know if God did this. You don't even know if he's really dead or not. Matter of fact, you might be a plant to keep the fire burning, man. This is what they do. The elite put certain people in front of our face to distract us and to divide us, to make us argue with each other and shit, man. He probably a plant and she probably a plant. Every day something else come out new about Kevin Samuels. So we can gossip and argue and be divided. And hate each other even more. That's all it is, man. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't respect women who's happy that a black dude died, man. I don't give a fuck if you ain't like him or not. Let me do that and I'm crucified. What about Will Smith's wife? They shamed a woman on live TV. Y'all said all that shit, but Will Smith sitting there about ready to commit suicide. I ain't hear no cries. Y'all was gone. Y'all was vacant. You was nowhere to be found. You was only there to be found when it was a woman. I'm tired of that shit, man. Is it about your people and your race, or is it about a gender? Because I'm wondering. Because if it's about gender, you're done. There's no such thing as a race if you're about a gender. How can you be a race if you're about a gender? It takes two of the people to make the fucking race. You are no race if you're about gender. Don't y'all see the war on gender to separate motherfuckers, man? Women and men need to start loving each other, man. This is facts, man. I'm not just saying this shit just to sound good. I'm telling y'all the truth. This is what I believe. It's a fucking agenda, man. I sat back and thought about it for a while. I kind of already knew, but it really hit me just a minute ago. Like, they really trying to make us fight against each other, man. Because the men are going to take the Kevin Samuels side, and the women, by default, are going to take the woman's side because of what he said about women. And that's what the elite probably told him to do. We're going to put you here and give you a big-ass platform, because his platform was big as fuck, and that motherfucker blew up like that overnight, right? And then you just going to talk about women. And then we kill off the character. They going to be happy, right? And the black men ain't feeling that shit, man. We not feeling that. It don't matter if you ain't like what he said, man. You don't like what he said, change it. It ain't like he said black women are good women. Like, if he said things that was good, you wouldn't have a problem with it, right? Or let me say this. Anything he says, if it doesn't apply to you, why do you got a problem with it? Think about it. And don't give me that excuse about women shit, because y'all talk about each other 24/7. It's only a problem when a man do it. Y'all talk about each other 24/7, sleep with each other's boyfriend 24/7, stab each other in the back 24/7. But it's only a problem when a man does this or says that. Call each other a bitch 24/7. I don't even call women bitch. Like, I don't even do that. Women do that 24/7. You want respect, respect yourself first. You can't convince me that you love black men because of the shit I see. There ain't no way you love us. How? Maybe some of y'all, but the ones on this bullshit, ain't no fucking way. And again, if whatever he said bother you, then you must fit. That shit must fit you. Because I hear y'all talk about men all the time. I guarantee you, I get off this video right now, I'm gonna see something about men. I don't get mad because it don't apply to me. I don't agree with you talking about men because it's gonna separate the people, right? But I don't get mad over it and wish death on motherfuckers and shit. Go to Cynthia G's page, man. Any of y'all men that want to know the plots and the bullshit that women try to run on y'all, the mind games and all that bullshit, go to her page and just be a spectator. Don't even say shit. Just sit back and watch. So you can get all the game, and they can't run no game on you. You're going to be amazed, like, damn, they really thinking like this. They really plotting like this. They really don't love us. It's sickening. Go to her page, dog. You think Kevin Samuels shit was bad for these women? All he really did was tell the truth. Go to her shit. She literally telling women to plot on us. If you're a man watching. If you're a woman watching, stay the fuck away from that woman. Use the game of maybe like, don't let men run over you and shit. But all that extra shit, that plotting and shit, don't listen to that shit, man. That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere with no man. I'm telling you, it's gonna come back on you in the end. It's gonna be your karma in the end. And if you don't, if this shit don't get fixed, guess who's gonna be next in line with the same bullshit? It probably gonna be worse for them. The sons and daughters of everybody who got kids. Now they gotta deal with the shit because we didn't want to fix the shit. It's gotta be fixed, man. You say you love your race and you love the black woman or the black man, then act like it. Even if you don't even date them, that don't mean you should hate them and shit. I'm just saying, man, it's just not cool. It's dividing us as people, man. It's not good. If you don't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. If you don't see the agenda behind that from the elite, I don't know what to tell you. That's all I gotta say, man. I don't have nothing else to say. What else can I say about it? It's dividing y'all, man. I say y'all because I know better. I'm not about to be going back and forth with no women about what Kevin Samuels said. All I'm going to say is this. If what he's saying hurts women, then they need to fix something. There's a problem there. Because it don't matter what I say. I can say women ain't shit 24/7, blah, blah, blah. If every woman in the world was a great woman, they'd be looking, they'd ignore me. It don't bother them. It don't apply to them. So you got to ask yourself, if the shit he's saying is not true, why does it bother people so much? To the point that you celebrate a death of a person. And Kevin Samuels even told men to step their shit up. But y'all don't hear that part. See, your ears are gone when it comes to the man side. Well, you're all ears when it comes to the man part. That's probably why a lot of y'all women gravitate towards Paige in the first place. Because he got on men too, right? It's okay then, but when you hear that word woman, now you're hurt and in your feelings. Instead of taking the game and say, okay, that's not what men want. Let me try to be better for men. But you know what? If you're a man watching, you know why they don't want to do better for you? And why they don't give a flying fuck about being better for you? Because they don't give a fuck about you, dog. It's not about you, it's about them. If it was about you, they would sit back and say, let me see what men like. All right, let me try to fix this and add this to my arsenal as being a great woman. They don't do that because they don't care about you, man. It's all about them. That is facts, man. I care about women. That's why I listen to what they say and what they don't like in men and what they do like in men. I do things for me, but I also consider the woman like, if I want a woman, then I need to make sure I'm on this and not do that because I care about them, right? But if they care about us so much, why when we say what we don't like in a woman, it's a problem? Why is it bashing? Or why are you weak? Or you're this or that? Why? Or you're a bad bitch now because you a man with standards, right? But they are allowed to say, if you ain't got a Benz and you're not 6'7" and all this and all that, then I'm not talking to you. They're allowed to have all the standards in the world. As a man, you can't have no standards. None. I'm telling y'all, man, you better wake the fuck up, man. You better wake the fuck up, man. And all women and men need to wake the fuck up. It's a dividing of people, man. Making y'all argue against each other. You can't come together ever in life, ever. You're going to be arguing 100 years from now. Still arguing about women and men and who's right and who's wrong. They created an agenda, man, to make genders go against each other. Gender warfare, man. And it's spiritual at that. It's not just gender, it's spiritual too. If you don't know the tricks of the devil, he's going to fool you every fucking time, man. Every time. Because he knows you. Probably know you better than your damn self. Because motherfuckers don't monitor themselves, man. They don't watch their own behavior. They don't hold themselves accountable. If you don't hold yourself accountable, you can't fix your behavior or fix flaws in you and all these other things. You're just going to get mad when you hear what you don't like, and then that's it. I didn't like what he said. Fuck that. I'm not listening. Or fuck him. Just like some people who see this video, fuck him. Just like some people who watch my page over the years. Or he's saying the truth about this or that. Fuck him. I don't like him no more. I'm not talking to him on Facebook no more. And men that's why a lot of men, they don't say shit. Because they know they're going to leave pussy on the table if they do that. I don't give a fuck. I feel like whatever's mine's going to be mine. It don't matter. Real women respect real, so I don't give a fuck. Plain and simple. Real women like real shit. Real men like real shit. So if I want a real woman, then there's no consequence at all for saying this shit. It's the only thing it's going to do is run off women that fit the category. Period. So everything Kevin Samuels saying, the only thing it's going to do is piss off women that fit the category. It ain't going to piss off no woman on her shit and it don't apply to her. Period. And all this, but he said the word woman, he's talking about black women. Kevin Samuels talks about black women. Is he talking about black women or women that don't even realize what a real woman is? Because I'm confused. Ain't no way in hell he's talking about black women. Go define the word woman and then come back to me and say, is Kevin Samuels talking about women? He's not really. He's talking about females, not women. Let's get it right. Let's get that shit right. I'm tired of motherfuckers trying to put all females in the category of a real ass, grown ass woman. It don't work that way. Just like how y'all be saying, real man, real man, real man. Well, the same rules apply. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like they don't have no standards or not standards, like they don't have no obligations. But men have all the fucking obligations in the world. Shit's ridiculous, man. Thank God there's still real women in the world, though, they'll get it. Not many, but there's still some left. On that note, man, don't let us divide us, man. That's exactly what they doing, man. Because every day, if you don't believe me, get off this video and go look at some Kevin Samuel shit and look at the hate towards each other. Look at the women and men hating each other, man. Arguing over what? Arguing over what? We can sit back all day long and say, yeah, women this and yeah, men that all day long. But if we don't look at ourselves and fix ourselves, what good does it do? As long as I'm looking at what women need to do better and not myself, I can't fix myself. I got to look at myself way more. The only reason why you should be looking or worrying about what women or men are doing, your opposite gender, is so you don't pick the wrong one. That's it. Not to be fucking arguing back and forth. I don't give a fuck about bad women. I don't care if they like bad dudes, because bad women like bad dudes. It is what it is. Good women don't like bad dudes unless that dude deceived them. That's not a good woman trait. Part of being a good woman is a good decision maker. So you can't convince me that every good woman out here just liking bad guys. A lot of y'all men, you focusing on the wrong woman. She like bad guys, then she's a poor decision maker, dog. What does that say about her? That means she likes certain type of energy that's in her. Because if she was a good woman, she wouldn't feel that shit, man. Even if she's attracted to the man, she still wouldn't feel that shit. Just like I could be attracted to a so-called bad chick, but the energy, I'm not feeling that. I don't even know if I'd want to even fuck them anymore now. At this point, at the point that I'm at, like the mentality of a more grown man, I don't even think I would want to fuck a bad chick. The energy is off, man. The attitude is off. The spirit is off. Me, it's off. Nobody wants that.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Lakeshore Drive.
I thought it was supposed to be about love and about unity and helping the people become better. I'm starting to see that it's not. It's about agendas. Women and men plotting on each other.
Take the next right onto Lakeshore Drive.
And it's sad because as long as people keep doing this shit, the kids are next in line, man. That shit gonna rub off on them, man. You're gonna have women teaching young women, or you're gonna have women teaching females, should I say, teaching younger girls how to plot on men and shit. That shit's sickening, man. That shit's sickening. Then you might even have men doing it. Because they mad at women too. Like, yeah, son, this and that. Fuck all that shit, man. Divide and conquer, man. And until you don't get it, they know if we all came together, it'd be over. You rule the world again. Period. But it can't happen unless motherfuckers do the necessary steps. All right, I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good day, man. Don't let this shit divide y'all, man. Always understand when it comes to famous people, man. A lot of times there's some type of agenda that they're trying to pull off with that bullshit, man. They always plotting. The higher ups always like 20,000 steps ahead of motherfuckers, man. Just like with the Will Smith shit, the slap shit. I'm not buying that shit. I'm sure there's an agenda or some type of accomplishment that they wanted to get out of that. Maybe it's a distraction. I don't know. It's something, though. It's always something with them, man. Y'all have a good day, man.